Hello, I'm Harrison McDonald, and for my independent study project, I built the BA5406 stereo speaker. Hello, and welcome to my project, the BA5406 stereo speaker. My ISP will blast music from two 4-ohm speakers driven by a PCB of my design. It will consist of a BA5406 amplifier for the stereo audio experience. Complete with this audio experience is two potentiometers with knobs on them to control the left and right volume. As well, it is surrounded by a 3D enclosure, which I designed in Fusion 360. The input source for audio in this project is my iPhone. It is connected to a 3.5mm jack, as well as an iPhone adapter, so that way I can plug it directly into my phone. This 3.5mm jack then connects onto the PCB. Laid out on the PCB, we can see three 2-pin terminal blocks, two 3-pin terminal blocks, a 3.5mm female jack, the BA5406 amplifier circuit. This is a SIP package, and it is flipped on the other side of the PCB to eliminate RF noise and also heat from these rapidly discharging capacitors. Over down here on the bottom, we have the non-polarized capacitors. These are some very low farad capacitors, 0.22 to be precise. And then up here, we have some larger capacitors that are 47 UF microfarad and then 470 microfarad. So these big ones are responsible for low frequency stability, and the smaller capacitors are responsible for some of the higher frequency filtering, as well as bootstrapping in feedback loops. Supply voltage is a 12 volt 1 amp source that enters through this barrel jack on the back, and then through these red wires up here gets connected to this terminal block along with a 1000 microfarad capacitor to even out the supply and reduce noise. The 3D enclosure took a lot of time to design in Fusion and had to be split in two parts to fit on my 3D printing bed. With all the printing setbacks, I only was able to print 84% of the final build. You can see here that the speakers are extruding out of the top. This wouldn't happen if it was fully printed. I sadly ran out of time. Here on prototype V1, one of my 47 microfarad capacitors seemed to be faulty and was getting extremely hot, so much so that it exploded to this degree. After the exploding faulty cap, I went back to the drawing board and decided to design an entirely new PCB, complete with extra filtering capacitors and a power indicator LED. Otherwise, it was mainly the same board. Unfortunately, this op-amp shaped board did not work, and I'm not sure if it was because of my quick trace building or some faulty soldering done by myself, but either way it did not power on. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.